The Miracle Man. Then it's Brooks. And for Toronto, Taylor is out there with Big Cat. And it's Mr. Fundamentals. And there's Captain Clutch. And it's Winston in at the shooting guard position. Here's Captain Clutch. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Teardrop shot. Oh, that's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Winston the pass to Winston. Launches a three. Winston's shot is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Huskies on offense. It's a three-point game. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
To the middle, here's Livingston, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Brooks outside. Shoots the three. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
There were some unforced errors, but they also created some mistakes through their intensity on both ends.
Here's Captain Clutch. Winston. It's good on the putback. Winston's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Poked away. Passes it to Brooks. On the wing, Hughes. To the paint. Livingston with it. Pass to Captain Clutch. Taylor with the ball. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. From the low block, score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
The pass to Brooks. Here's Hughes. Here's Wheeler. It's deflected. To the inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Hughes, the pass to Wheeler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well. And getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Pass to Livingston. To the wing right side. Captain Clutch passes to Livingston. Now Hughes. 11-point game his last outing. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Passes to Livingston. Fader on the way. Rebound by Hammonds.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
And here is Hughes. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Fades away. And no good that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Captain Clutch passes to Winston. They set the pick. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
2 shots.
And the battle for playoff position really at the forefront, Steve, of this game. Each team hoping to get any edge they can before the playoffs begin.
No doubt there's something extra at stake. The implications for the postseasons are big in this one.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good for the Huskies. Carr comes in for Hammonds. And it's the Bulldozer in for Big Red. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's the Huskies with it. They trail by 6.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
Shoots from 12. Rejected by Taylor, and he recovers it. Jeffries. Now here's Taylor. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Winston the pass to Winston. From downtown. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
It's his first trip to the line.
Three shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. Shake and Bates checked in for Taylor. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. You know, Steve, we've seen a few times in recent years in Cleveland and Indiana, for example, a new coach gets fired in year 1.
Yes, Kevin, losing a locker room can do that to you. It's embarrassing for those teams. When you know it's not working, you better not delay the inevitable.
Here's Solomon. Pass to Barber. That's tipped. Here's Captain Clutch. Here's Winston. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Out left to the wing. Barber passes to Solomon. And the pass to Barber. Drives to the hoop. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Winston's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Captain Clutch. Winston the pass to Captain Clutch. Down low. Winston's shot is good. Winston's got 10.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Pass to Carr. Inside. And here comes Livingston, leading the fifth. Here's Captain Clutch. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage. A chance to look at the numbers for Livingston, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's putting up about 5 points a game and 6 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
In the early going here, pretty dreadful, 22%. 1:39 left in the first quarter. Here's Barber. Again, the miss by the Huskies.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Solomon. No points in the game yet for him. They set the pick. There's the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. While we're in this quick break and onto the small forward position and the hottest shooters among them over the last month. You look at Mr. Fundamentals, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Big Red.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
And I don't think there's a player on that list who can't also light it up from the outside. Every one of those guys is a hot streak just waiting to happen.
And he makes the first. And he can't hit the second. And it's Livingston with the ball for Toronto. 13-point lead. Connects from three-point range.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
1:03 left in the first. There's a good screen. And he drives in. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And a funk this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Here's Winston. Offensive rebound. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Toronto shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. Drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks to Jeffries. "11 feet away. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Pass to Barber. With 1 on the clock, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Toronto taking a 19-point lead into the break, and it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly
We had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Huskies, they've got Brooks. Hammonds is out there with Carr. And there's the bulldozer, and it's Hughes in at the point guard position. And so it's the Huskies with it. 19-point game. On the wing, Hughes. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Winston the pass to Winston. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Hughes with it. The pass to Wheeler. And he converts the layup.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Captain Clutch passes to Winston. Here's Captain Clutch. Toronto working the ball around now. Count that one. Winston's got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Passes it to Hammonds. To the middle. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to Baxter. Here's Captain Clutch. Pass to Winston. And they get it back. Captain Clutch passes to Winston. Now here's Taylor. Hughes covering. A second chance effort. The rebound by Hughes. Taylor's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Down low. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Huskies will retain possession.
Looking here at some numbers for Silk. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break. 2nd in rebounding. 2nd in steals. And he's also number 2 league-wide in field goal percentage. You love his ability to score over the top of the defense.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking 2nd in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort. Huskies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Brooks. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the NBA's scoring leaders since the All-Star break. You look at Mr. Fundamentals, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. Toronto leading by 19 points. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. For Toronto, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And he hits both. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Now Hughes. There's the pass to Wheeler. Now Carr. Rejected by Taylor. They get it back. Brooks misses. Toronto leading by 21. Here's Baxter. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Shake and Bake's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
The Huskies have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Hughes, the pass to Wheeler. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. He lobs it up.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. The Huskies have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Hughes, the pass to Wheeler. Passes it to Carr. Brooks kicks to Hammonds. To the paint. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. In Toronto, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Winston the pass to Captain Clutch. To the inside.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Hughes, the pass to Wheeler. Shoots a fader. It's deflected, and they recover. And here is Brooks. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Here's Winston. Captain Clutch passes to Winston. Here's Captain Clutch. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. It's good. And it's now 23 points for Mr. Fundamentals.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
And around 24%. Not a good showing here. And the Huskies call time here.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Big Cat, he's checked in for Toronto. Now we get a chance to check out the seeding out east. 4 games left on the schedule here. Taking a look at Toronto. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, the Huskies. They're in the 6th position.
And you know, for the Huskies, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
It's stolen. Here's Winston. He's got 23. Pass to Captain Clutch. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
The Huskies have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Solomon passes to Barber. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
For Toronto, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Being 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. They need this one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw missing. No luck that time either.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The Huskies have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Jeffries the pass to Solomon. Pass to Barber. Knocked away. Down low. Winston, no good. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Going inside. Here's Jeffries. Again, the miss by the Huskies. And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for Toronto. Here's Captain Clutch. He has 5. He kicks to Livingston. There's 1:26 left in the first half of basketball. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. To the middle. Here's Hammonds. Rejected by Taylor. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Huskies will retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And there's the pass to Barber. 1:10 left in the first half. They set the screen. Driving the lane. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Huskies will retain possession.
Let's look at the stats for Garbage Man. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. 7th in blocks, 9th in field goal percentage, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Again, the miss by the Huskies.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes it to Hammonds. It's tipped. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the paint. Here's Winston. That one off the back iron and out.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Barber. They can't stop the run with that one.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Inside. Here's Hammonds. And he makes good on the layup. Hammonds got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Toronto ahead, running away with it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With J.B. Bickerstaff, Coach, what will be the areas of emphasis?
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for Toronto.
They played smart, they took their time and limited mistakes. When you value each possession, you eventually will get the shot you want. But when you lose the ball, you have no control over the destiny.
And getting back to the game at hand, a nod to two guys who have really brought it for their respective teams.
Great fight we're seeing from both these guys. Each one trying to pull his team across the finish line. You know they love this kind of a challenge.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Mr. Fundamentals in this game, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Captain Clutch is out there with Garbage Man. Then it's Big Cat. Then it's Silk. And it's Winston in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Attack mode right there. He plays bigger than his size.
Pass to Taylor. Pass to Livingston. Just 5 on the clock. Now the pass to Winston. Takes the 13-footer. That shot off. And the Huskies going the other way now. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Passes it to Wheeler. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Takes it inside, and he makes that one. And it's 7 points for Captain Clutch.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
90 seconds now into the second half. There's a screen. It's tipped. Out to the wing. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Here now is the 2K leaderboard. Over the past month, these teams have tortured opponents defensively.
Both clubs really playing a suffocating brand of defense, sticking to the opposing ball handlers and really taking it away. I mean, the steal numbers are off the charts.
Shake and Bake's checked in for Taylor. Here's Captain Clutch. He has 7. Here's Winston. Here's Livingston. Hits it from three-point range. Livingston's got 5 points so far.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Hughes. He dishes it to Brooks. Got a piece of it. Pass to Winston. Brooks on the double team. Winston's shot is good. He's got 11.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
The pass to Wheeler. There's the lob to the hoop. Pass to Baxter. Launches it. Huskies with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Wheeler, the pass to Hughes. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And he gets the bucket.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Toronto, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Captain Clutch passes to Livingston. Over Carr. Pass to Baxter. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Hughes with it. Dishes to Brooks. For the 3. The shot, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Winston's shot is good.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Here's Wheeler, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Big Red's got 10 points in the game.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. The pass to Baxter. Livingston with it. Here's Big Red. 10 points for him. Pass to Hughes. The 3. Hands it from downtown. He has 6.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Here's Captain Clutch. Hughes covering. Here's Captain Clutch. The shot will not fall. And the Huskies going the other way now. Now here's Brooks. Passes to Hughes. Here's Winston. Out to the right wing. Pass to Winston. And there's the pass to Winston. Here's the teardrop. Another shot. He lays it in. And that's now 7 points for Big Cat.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Brooks, the pass to Wheeler. Puts it up from 12. And the shot is long. In Toronto, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Winston. It's rebounded by Carr. The Huskies have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Pass to Hughes. Here's Big Red. Passes it to Brooks. Throws it up high.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Some changes for Toronto. Taylor's checked in for Big Cat. Z comes in for Mr. Fundamentals. And it's Evans in for Captain Clutch. Pass to Carr. There's 1:26 left to play in the third. Here's Hammonds. Rejected by Taylor.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get, and that's something they also can take great pride in.
Takes it from 10. Here's Carr. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Long. Kicks it to Evans. 41 seconds left in the third. That's tipped. Here's Barber. Down low. Here's Jeffries. And it's Winston with the rebound. For Toronto, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. And it's Evans missing, putting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Here's Barber. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Takes a three. That shot off. And so it's Toronto up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Huskies, they've got the bulldozer. The professor out there with Barber, and there's Money. And it's Daniel in at the 5 down low. Steve, you played 4 years at Michigan State with all the changes, including pro options for the top prospects. Do you worry at all about the college game?
No, I don't worry about it. In some ways, having more players who stick around is a good thing. But I love the opportunity these young guys are getting. Continuity can lead to beautiful basketball. They just have to make adjustments.
Long passes to Stanley. Toronto working the ball around now. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Huskies going the other way now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
4-on-3 break. And a wide open look for Shea. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Houston's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Barber. Outside Banks. To the inside. Stolen by Woolridge. Shea outside. Woolridge's shot is off. Just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Here's Barber. Offline with his three.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Looking at who's out there now for the Huskies. Big Red's checked in for the Bulldozer. And the Prophet subbed in for Barber. Here's Big Red. Walton defending. Wheeler the pass to Daniel. A three-pointer off the mark. For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. There's the pass to Stanley. And Greg, the league's in a great place for talent. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker and Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on and on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
And again, Toronto no luck. The Huskies have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Pass to Wheeler. Can they get it? Goes back up. Misses at the rim.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Here's Long. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Long's got his first points of the night.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
There's two things they rely on him for: being competitive and bringing energy.
Here's Wheeler. Houston pulls it in. Houston's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Hitting a rough 22% so far in this one. Pass to Barker. Here's the Prophet. Walton defending. The pass to Wheeler. The three. And it's Stanley with the rebound.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And with the offense we've been seeing throughout the league this year, Steve, what are the chances someone breaks the Suns' record of 107 points and a half?
Wow, Kevin. We saw the Warriors put up 92 and a half a few years back, but that's still 15 points short. I think a team like the Warriors, the Brooklyn Nets, a few of them, if they get going from behind the three-point line, it's possible.
First one falls for him. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Taylor's checked in for the great one. Big Cat comes in for Woolridge. Mr. Fundamentals checked in for Che. And it's Captain Clutch in for Walton. And then for the Huskies, Hammonds, he's checked in for Cowboy. Brooks comes in for the Professor. And it's Miracle Man in for the Prophet. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Brooks with no one around. Sinks the triple.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Captain Clutch passes to Livingston. Shot from 12. Huskies with the rebound. Hammonds got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Steve, when you look at your 2003 Spurs championship team, it's not considered a super team, but that roster was stacked for sure.
Kevin, it was stacked with players understanding their roles and starring in their roles. There was just a lot of talent from top to bottom. We pushed each other to be better every day.
Pass to Livingston. He feeds it to Taylor.
Two shot.
And the first one drops. And Toronto making a change here. Winston's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. And 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Passes it to Wheeler. Looking to get back on track here. Toronto grabs the miss. Livingston's got 7 rebounds in the game. Captain Clutch passes to Livingston. Here's Captain Clutch. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Taylor. Cans the 12-footer. Here's Brooks. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your shoes. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Toronto shooting in this game 45%. Here's Captain Clutch. Pass to Livingston. The 8-footer. And no good. Livingston's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Toronto.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Mr. Fundamentals.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Captain Clutch. Winston the pass to Captain Clutch. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Wheeler again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's Captain Clutch. He kicks it to Livingston. Here's Winston. Brooks covering. Here's Winston. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Mr. Fundamentals.